Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Miss Deborah Reed asked me if I would show how I create the pictures for my wall, like what you see back up here. And I am going to do that real quick. I don't have any blank canvases that I can do this on, so I'm going to use this one. This one is just here in storage, in my little storage area right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just use this one. It's not brand new, but that's okay. I only need a canvas. So I'm going to use this. And what I use is, the MP. Everybody knows what this is. You can look at the bottle and kind of tell what it is. So what I do is I pour some on to the canvas. And then once I pour it onto the canvas, I use my little spongy. And then what I'm going to do is just spread this out all over, like so. And I want to cover the complete canvas. It's all over, and I usually would do my sponge like this because there's so much of it in here. This meaning the polish, so I'll do like so. And then I want to make sure corners, the picture is not going to go all the way to the corner, but that's okay. So I'm going to take my picture, and the picture that I have is this picture. And what I did is I printed it out on my color printer. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this canvas. I want to take the picture, and I'm going to try to put it on here, the picture on the canvas as even as I possibly can, like about so. And that looks like that works. So I lay it on, and I take a piece of paper and I just do it this way. So it'll really stick real good, because what will happen is the paper will kind of buckle and bubble up. So you do have to just keep doing this on it, and you can see the edges coming up a little bit. And use white paper. Let me get a piece of white paper, because I don't want color or anything coming off on the picture. And I can see it start doing that here, but that's okay. And I am going to hang this up on my wall too, so I'm going to go ahead and keep going around, because I want to flatten it all the way out. Just want to keep flattening it. And I'm pressing, not too hard, but firmly pressing, and then using this piece of paper on the edges. Make sure you get your edges, because sometimes the edges can come up if you don't smash those down real good. So do this, and it looks like right here there might be a little bubble. So I'm going to take my paper, smooth that out. And it looks pretty good. And this is one of those 11 by 14 canvases, the white canvas. I didn't go buy any canvases because I don't need any. So I went ahead and dug in my little storage, and I did have this one. So this one works out well. So once I finish with this one, guess where it's going to go? On my wall. So it's not a waste. I just didn't see the sense in going to buy, I think they come like 20 in a pack or something, or whatever. Either way, I didn't need any, so I didn't go buy any. I figured I could just go ahead and do it this way. So what I'm doing now is I want it to dry or stick pretty good. So then what I'm going to do, because it does seem like it's stuck down pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put a coat, about that much, maybe a little bit more, about that much. can see I put that right in the middle. And then I'm going to just take it, and then I'm going to cover the picture. And then I want to make sure to get the corners like really good, because I do want the corners to stay down. If you don't do the corners really well, the corners won't stay down. And then on the edges, we do the edges, and it's just as simple. And even if you don't have a color printer, you can cut them out. You can print them out in black and white. I do need a little bit more of this, the MP. So we'll put that on there. And then I need to get the corners like really good. And this is only one coat, but I will do another coat. And I'll do another coat only because I want the picture to be secure on here. And let's push some of that out. Nice on the edges. Go back up one more time. Smash my sponge because I have a lot of it in there, as you can see. So we're going to go up. And then get my edges really good. So usually, if this was a new canvas, the canvases are not shiny on the end. So if it's a brand new canvas, I literally put this all around the edges, the top, because I want it all to be shiny. So this is what it looks like. And let's do down here one more time. Okay, so we did that. What I'm going to do real quick, because I saved my sponges, I'm going to go in here and wrench this off really well to get all the MP up out of here, because I reuse these. And I have a bad habit of using these. Let me see. Let me put this down. Using these, meaning these sponges, when I'm working on my boxes. So I also, oh, let me see. I might have some powder on here. Enough to cover this. And then what happens is, after I do the box, I'll start doing something else to the boxes, and I will sit the sponge down, and then something in the sense of I'll go back and paint, but I'll put my sponge down. And then once that MP dries on here, you can get it off. And maybe there's a solution that you can buy, but it don't make sense to me. So it only makes sense to just go ahead and wrench it. Let's do this. And this is, I am going to go back and use some, I have some satin varnish that I'm going to put on the boxes. And I am going to be taking a lot of these boxes with me to the event on next Saturday. So then we have another one right here. And I need to go back and paint it with a small brush, paint the back, and also the inside. So because I have some polish on here, look, it's still coming off. I'll go ahead and use that to put on the top. Because if not, I'm going to be wrenching all this out and then losing all that. So you see there's still a lot in here. But I can use that to cover this with, which makes sense to me. So that's that. So we made use of all that podge on 3 different projects. So we'll do. And always on the ends, because we want those ends to stay. Looks good to me. So I'm going to come back and finish painting this box. And also in the inside. And then I will cover it one more time on the top. For this one, these are 2 of the ones that I needed to put some. And these are the little stash boxes that I make. So we got these. And then let me do this. I'm gonna go and rinse this off, this sponge off real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so we got this all rinsed out, our little sponge, and we want to do that. So by me using the excess MP that was in the sponge, when I rinsed it out, it wasn't very much in there. So that's good stuff. And this is what the picture looks like. So it will have to dry, and then once it dries, I am gonna hang it on the wall. So this is how I do the pictures. So you can print them in black and white, you can print them in color, and then I buy the 6x14 canvases, and then this is how I do it, like this, and then I hang them on the wall. This one already has a space I can see where I'm going to hang it up right in front of me around some other pictures. So this one will go on the wall too, a new addition, right? And let's see. And I generally will, if you look, let me see, did I do that? You'll see on some of the pictures, I generally will sign my name. And I do that just for me, maybe a touch of vanity or something, I don't know. But I just happen to like the way it looks when I do that. And I will do the same to this one, you know, once it dries. So I like the way this one looks too. And that's another thing too. You can do these, you can print these if you are decorating your space. And it really does create this whole mood when you walk into, you know, your work area. I put, like I said, I put some of these in frames. I get these from the dollar store, and I put them in frames, and I'll set them around on the table and just kind of all around. And then like all through here, I have jewelry that's like kind of set up. The one table that's right on the other side, I have the, what's those things called? For necklaces, the displays for necklaces, for and you've probably seen them in some of the videos too, for the necklaces, for the bracelets. And I literally have everything just kind of sitting around, you know, like it's a store or something. And I really do that. And another thing, what happens with that is it helps me to find things. Like when I ship out items, it's easy for me to locate pieces. If I have them like pretty much on display, I can just walk over there and say, okay, well, this is this one, and then this one, and this one, and this one, and then there you are. And what I would do too is I'll go on to the website and say, okay, well, what don't I have already sitting out somewhere? And I'll take those items out of the packaging, and then I'll put them like on display so I could see them and I could easily find them. I could just walk to them and grab them. And that's the whole idea. It's set up like, you know, like a store, and it does work for me. So this has to sit for a little while for it to dry, but it is definitely going on my wall. Okay, so that's how that is, just as easy. And I think these come in 20, maybe, like I'll either go to HL craft store, or I'll go to the Big M. When the Big M has them on sale, 11x14s, I'll get them there, or I get them at HL craft store if they have them, you know, on sale. Whichever one has them on sale, and they're selling the most for a good price, that's where I will generally get them when I need them. Them meaning the canvases, and which that is what this is. So once this dries, I am going to just kind of put my name maybe on this side, Darlene, and then hang it on the wall right here. So that was this one, and that was Miss Deborah Reed. And Miss Reed, thank you for the order too. I do hope and pray that you enjoy the yellow and blue bracelet set. And if you you're not happy, just contact me and we'll make it right. But I think you'll absolutely positively love what you bought, because they many times pictures and things don't do product justice. You know, we try to take the best pictures that we possibly can. Even like with this one, this is a really good picture too. But in person, this picture doesn't do these pieces justice, you know, and I'm looking at the pieces right now as I'm sitting here, and the picture is a really good picture. However, they really don't do these pieces any justice, you know, in person. So hopefully you're pleased with your order. And, thank you for hanging out with us too. Thank you all for hanging out here on the Jewelry by BDK YouTube channel. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. We don't know why you ain't subscribed yet, because you be boogieing up in here with us with a front row seat. Okay, go and subscribe. Hit all, so every time I upload a video, you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. And if you like the videos enough to share them, go ahead and share them. Comment, because you guys already know I will answer back, because y'all know I be talking. Okay. I like talking sometime, not all the time. But anyway, Darlene Knight for Jewelry by BDK. And guess what? We'll talk soon.